So my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I'm here to introduce to you Dr. Njakiri Damages Revolution Mood.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yeah. New York City is so great that all these shootings in America are beginning to get to us. You know what I mean? They're beginning to get to us. The other day at Times Square, a motorcycle backfired. It caused panic that saw people running for their lives. Watch. Wow. They thought it was another crazy young white boy that has opened fire on people in America.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Who will blame New Yorkers? Will you blame them? People are shot and killed almost every day in New York City. But it's usually bam, bam, bam. And most often, they must have done something against the oaths. You know what I mean? The gang oaths. That's it. Simple. Not these shootings white boys do. They take AK-47 or Uzi and they are open fire on Walmart. As expected, countries around the world are issuing warnings to their citizens to stay away from America. Are you surprised? Japan warned them. Uruguay warned them.
No.
Oh, Venezuela. I know, even Venezuela. They rather die of hunger than come to America and get killed by a crazy white terrorist. Now, in their warning to their citizens, Kenya said, and I quote, "We may have Al-Shabaab, but at least we know our terrorists when we see them." You know, they like this one. They know when they see them. They continued, but it is not the same thing in America. In America, their terrorists are the same people who are also their police and also their army. Their terrorists are the same people who are their pastors and their presidents. How do you avoid them? The warning asked. Good question. Don't you think so? Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, good question. Here is a picture of a man who killed 22 people in El Paso, Texas. Now, here is a picture of a man who wants to be the next president of America. Take a look. Is there any difference? Can you spot the difference? Did you see any difference? No. Now, not to be left out, Nigeria issued a warning to her citizens to avoid the US too. That one made me laugh. That one surprised me. Nigeria noted that we have Boko Haram, but at least our terrorists are repenting in large numbers and we're preparing them to be president. Isn't that adorable? Nobody does something like this in America. Nobody. Prepare terrorists to be president. Now, at the end of the warning, the Nigerian government says, if you have a valid US visa, we can help you sell it to Atiku. By the way, why hasn't Abubakar come back to America to meet President Trump? What do you think is going on? And see if Trump can help him to get this INEC server thing. Trump can call the Russians and they will retrieve the information. You know what I mean? Desperate situation requires desperate measures. Anyway, did you hear that the battle has now shifted in Nigeria? No more police versus the Biafrans. No more police versus the Shiites. No more police versus Pastor Biodun Fatoyibo. It is now the police and the army that are fighting each other. Are you not surprised?
Wow.
Oh yeah, surprise. Special Intelligence Response Team, IRT, officers of the Nigerian Police Force, sent to arrest a notorious kidnapper, Alhaji Hamisu. You know the guy? Dangerous. Went into Taraba and did their job. On their way out of Taraba State, the army pursued them and killed some of the finest police officers that Nigeria has. These are well-trained men who have cracked tough kidnapping cases, including that of Evans. You remember Evans?
Yeah.
Not only did the army kill these officers, they also released the notorious kidnapper. I know, terrible. It is like a total breakdown of law and order. Now, just think about it. It is like saying that the FBI went on a special operation and the US military intercepted the FBI, killed FBI agents, and freed the suspect that the FBI arrested.
Wow.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Makes you feel like disbanding the whole Nigerian army and the police and starting from the beginning. You know what I mean? Now, here is the pathetic part of the whole matter. As the army and the police squabbled over details of what happened, the Nigerian police went on Twitter of all places, to demand that the army answer questions about the incident. Look at the tweet. They did not go to the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. No. Why would they? When the man is busy in his office picking his teeth. That's what he does. Look at him. Meanwhile, these fine officers that have served Nigeria well are now dead because the police and the military, they don't talk to each other. Don't be surprised that in the next few days, that you will hear that the families of these fallen officers have been kicked out of the barracks. And then the next thing is that the wives may be begging for the police to pay them the little benefits that they pay to officers that died on duty. That is typically how those who serve Nigeria are rewarded. Unless you are a former governor or a former chief judge or a former senator, that is when they give you millions of naira as retirement benefits. Anyway, talking of embarrassment, watch.
And I think the extrapolation of the police is quite embarrassing. And I'm sure the meaning ascribed to the protest or revolution by the police is likely to have embarrassed the government.
Okay. Let us start from the very beginning. So Sowore, the publisher of Saharareporters, decided to throw a street party. He called it a revolution. What an audacity. He announced a revolution the same way he announced his run for president. Remember when he did that? And just like the run for president, most Nigerians had him. They had what he said. They were ready to go ahead living their lives the same way they were living their lives before he made that statement. And then the Buhari's government panicked. They said, revolution. No, we don't want Buhari to be put inside a cage like Hosni Mubarak of Egypt. They said, we don't want Buhari to run away from home and go to the home of the Archbishop of Canterbury in London. Like the president of Tunisia. Remember him? Ben Ali. Remember the guy? They don't want Buhari to do that. That's what they said. No. So they went and arrested Sowore.
No.
Oh yeah, they did. That was mistake number one. You would have thought that they learned something from the Nnamdi Kanu episode. But they didn't. Obviously, they don't read. They don't learn anything. Talk to them.
Certainly, definitely, if there's anywhere that needs a revolution, it is Nigeria. Right now, the political class we have in Nigeria, me, myself, everything destroyed. That kind of class should not be allowed to continue, or a nation will be ruined.
Will you keep quiet, Mr. Tommy? Will you keep quiet? Pat. As I see you, I don't think you will survive 90 days in jail. Your color will change. You know what I mean? You might turn darker. So be careful what you're saying. So anyway, they arrested Sowore for announcing a revolution. Mind you, in the history of revolutions, nobody has ever announced a date for a revolution. You can televise it, but you cannot assign it a date. Revolutions come when they will
Come.
Good. So Buhari's government took Sowore to court. They told the judge that they needed 90 days to send his phone and his laptop to Israel for computer experts there to open it up and see if Ayatollah Khomeini was the one sponsoring Sowore's revolution. And also to see if Kosi Ojako has been sending DM to Sowore. That's what they were. I'm sure that is the kind of thing they told the judge about their secret investigation, why they needed 90 days. And guess what? The judge gave them 45 days to hold Sowore. Now, with Sowore arrested, how did the revolution go? Did you watch it? It was televised. Did you watch it? Look at the pictures. How do you think it would have gone without Sowore's arrest? Let me know in the comment section. Tell me. I'll read them. Let me know. Now, let's get to the bottom line of the whole matter. Mr. Falano, please come and help us explain to people what is actually going on. Watch.
We are under a government that has now come to the conclusion, and a very dangerous one, that every criticism, every opposition, right, is treasonable. Or every criticism of the government is now classified as terrorism.
What Falano forgot to add is criticism from people who are unarmed. If you are armed like the Fulani headsmen, you are not a terrorist. You are a member of the governing gang. You know what I mean? The GG. Now, let's forget about Nigeria for a moment and look at a country that is serious. Watch.
Uhuru Kenyatta today commissioned the Lake Turkana wind power firm, Africa's largest wind power project, with an installed capacity of 310 megawatts of clean, reliable and low-cost electricity. In the last 8 months, the wind power project has saved Kenyans more than 8 billion shillings from the reduced usage of expensive diesel-generated thermal power. Over the same period, the plant injected more than 1.2 billion kilowatt hours of electricity.
Wow. Did you hear that? Stop. Tell that reporter to stop. Stop. Let us digest what he said. Africa's largest wind power, clean and sustainable energy, saving the country money. If you were President Uhuru Kenyatta, how would you feel? Let's watch him.
Today, we again raise the bar for the continent as we unveil Africa's single largest wind farm, the Lake Turkana Wind Power Project. This monumental project, comprising 365 wind turbines of 850 kilowatts each, with a total installed capacity of 310 megawatts.
Okay, rub it in, Mr. President. What Uhuru doesn't know is that we are very busy in Nigeria separating our police from our army as they fight themselves to the grave. We are very busy trying to make our terrorists become president. We are busy preparing our Boko Haram terrorists to become president when they repent. That's what we're doing in Nigeria. We don't have time for wind power. You know what? Play that general for me again. That general. Play that.
Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time?
Nonsense. Anyway, so Kenya is punching above Nigeria's level because it does things differently. They have a plan. They aim for greatness. And when bad things happen, they deal with it swiftly, immediately. Like what they did when Kenya's Minister for Finance was accused of corruption. Wait. What do you think? What do you think they did? President Uhuru Kenyatta did not wait for months to act like Buhari. He did not let his minister present a fake procurement paper to investigators like Buhari. He got the man arrested, removed from office, and thrown into jail. Watch.
An ongoing graft probe has claimed its first major casualty, Kenya's finance minister. He was detained by police on Monday following orders from the Director of Public Prosecution. Henry Rotich, his accounting officer, and 26 other officials, most of whom have also been arrested, are accused of financial misconduct and conspiracy to defraud taxpayers in a multi-million-dollar dam project. CGTN's Robert Nagila has more.
Did you hear that? Arrested on the orders of the investigators.
No.
Oh yeah. If it were in Nigeria, EFCC's Mugu. Is it Mugu or Magu? Mugu. will first of all, Magu, that's his name, wait for Buhari to give him the go-ahead before he does his job. Nonsense. It's very good. One last proof that Kenya is not kidding. So Jesus made his first official visit to Africa. He chose Kenya instead of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. I wonder why. You know why? Anyway, it did not go as planned. No, not for the Kenyans. The Kenyans were excited. Look at them. Who will not be excited to meet Jesus? To see Jesus in life. Jesus even danced to African music. Take a look. Now, I knew Jesus was a guy man. Oh, why? I've done that. It didn't, but it did not go as planned for Jesus. All was going well until the Kenyan government said, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We do not want this white Jesus messing around with what remains of the brain cells of our African people. Guess what the Kenyan government did? They deported Jesus out of Kenya.
Wow.
I said, damn! Big mistake. You all children of the devil can deport Jesus again and again, but the blonde-eyed Jesus on the calendar hanging on the homes of millions of Africans cannot be deported. Neither can they deport the one in our hearts. No way. Meanwhile, in Onisha, the latest great pastor out of Nigeria, Pastor Chukwuemeka Odumjeje, is breaking the record Jesus set some 2,000 years ago. Oh yeah, the man of God is going to walk on River Niger on the 19th of August.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. He is inviting credible pastors, bishops, reporters, paramedics to come to the banks of River Niger on the 19th to see for themselves. Look at the man. Look at the man in action. Now, the General Overseer of the Spirit Intervention Ministry is promising a pay-per-view event of a lifetime. Make sure you watch. I'm just telling you, make sure you watch. Africans, who did this to us? Here is my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. And it says, if you surrender to the air, you could ride it. Did you get that? And I may add, if you surrender to your pastor, he will definitely ride you. Did you see what I did here? I thought I was going this way, then I went the other way. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You hear yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Damages. Do high fees damage your wallet when you send money home? I've got the damage control. Use Wave for no fee transfers. Remember the promo code DOCTOR for $5.